Welcome back, my name is Kerry, and today I'm going to show you a company tackling the global housing crisis with modern modular homes. According to United Nations statistics, 1.6 billion people live in substandard housing, and there is a massive shortage of housing for expanding populations all over the world. Traditional construction methods are struggling to find a solution that's fast and affordable, which is leaving the door wide open for new companies with fresh ideas. Here's the thing, we need homes that are affordable, but they also have to be desirable. If all people cared about was the most affordable option, you would see a lot more plain, very small homes, your basic shade and shelter. However, what I'm seeing is a shift towards a combination of affordability and innovative design. I think people want something that doesn't break the bank, that they're still proud to show off, because in 2021, if you don't post your new house on Instagram, do you actually even own it? A design and engineering firm out of Estonia might have just hit the sweet spot with their factory-constructed Koda House that they're describing as luxury living in a spaciously sustainable home. I would loosely compare the Koda House to companies like Boxable or Studio Shed. In a sense, they're all building cool homes in a smaller footprint, but at the same time, they're all completely different. What I'm going to do is tell you who they are, show you their models, check affordability, then give you my thoughts, so let's do it. Kodasema was founded in 2014 in Estonia, which, little known fact, is the fourth largest exporter of factory-made timber houses in the world. Who knew? According to the founder, Hans Tamjarv, apologies in advance for butchering that pronunciation, the original idea at the early stages of Kodasema was to stop wasting energy and start reducing the energy consumption in the construction industry. Small living spaces often automatically mean less energy is required, leaving a smaller footprint. Those ideas eventually resulted in Koda. It makes sense, a smaller home should have a smaller price tag up front, but if you take it a step further, it should cost less to heat, use less power, fit on a smaller property, which will have smaller property taxes. So you save on the purchase and then continue to save throughout the ownership of the house, which to me makes a lot of sense, but they want it to be more than that. Sustainability has been a founding principle at Koda since its creation. They believe that by living smaller and consuming fewer things, the footprint one leaves on the environment is reduced. 100% agree. Less room for stuff means less collecting of stuff. I'm a reformed stuff buyer, and my big problem was I thought I had to keep stuff even if I didn't use or wear it, just in case I might need it one day down the road. Did I ever need that Hawaiian shirt from 1997? Of course I didn't. I first saw the Koda House back in May, but didn't give it much attention because I had no idea they were available in North America. As of May 21st, Koda had a presence in 9 countries and had built around 100 Kodas. They now have started distribution in 25 countries, mainly in the European Union, and in 2020 expanded into North America by way of a joint venture agreement, and the first units are due to be produced this summer. Newsflash, summer is almost over, so there could very well be Kodas in the United States right now as we speak. If you've seen one, let me know in the comments. Like almost everything else on the planet right now, it was reported that demand for Kodas dramatically increased when the you-know-what started, with interest from residential real estate developers and hotel developers. If I was going somewhere and one of these units showed up on Airbnb, it's very likely that that's where I'd be deciding to stay, unless the price was outrageous because of the cool factor. I was only able to find a North America base price for one of their models, so that's the one we're going to look at, because after doing this for over a year, I know that people want to know how much moolah things cost. The Koda Loft is 270 square feet, delivered to site in one piece, and can be set up in just one day. One day, and you're moving in. If you include the site work, technically it will be more than one day, but hey, I'm still impressed. One day is not a lot of time. For prep work before the home arrives, all that's required is ground with leveled footing, sufficient weight-bearing capacity, and connection points for water, sewer, and electricity. They say a Koda is built around the user, making the most of space. A small and comfortable apartment has functionally been fitted on almost 26 square meters. The house feels twice as big from the inside with its luminous atmosphere and high ceiling. The ground floor has a porch, the entrance, living room, kitchen, and bathroom. From the main floor, there's a set of stairs up to the loft where the bed is located, and there's floor-to-ceiling windows on the front of the house. Clearly, this is not your typical house, but that's the whole point. You can't disrupt an industry by being the same. The Koda House is different. The Koda House reminds me of that one friend that everyone has that just has it going on, but if you try to duplicate it, it doesn't work. Look at my friend Brian, he's got it, but if I was to try and reproduce his thing, I'd look like a tool because it's his thing. The Koda is very unique. The time that went into the design and details of these homes shows. You know what? They should name one of their homes the Brian. That's stupid. At this point in the video, I think we can probably all agree, like Brian, the Koda Loft is cool. But is it actually affordable? The Koda founder said, "I remain stubbornly optimistic that innovative building methods and materials in a factory setting make modular, high-quality housing an affordable solution to the housing crisis, with private and public sector working together increasingly closely and efficiently." He thinks they're affordable. The most recent price I was able to find on a Koda Loft for North America was from an article written on May 21st of this year. One thing I know about 2021 is the price of building materials and as a result the price of homes have increased dramatically, so this price could very well be irrelevant by now, so you won't be able to hold them to it. Nevertheless, it was reported in a Forbes article that the base price of a Koda Loft in North America was $123,000. Let's take a second and gather our thoughts. You know what? I'm not upset by this price at all. It's higher than some of the others in the space I was comparing to, sure. But in my opinion, they're also the most unique. It's a high-end offering in a small package. They said it themselves, they're minimalist luxury living and tackling premium affordability, and I think there are plenty of people who are looking for just that. Aside from the Loft, Koda has a small lineup of other homes available, but has kept their offering fairly tight because they've been designed for mass production right from the start. They have the Loft Micro, the Loft Extended, the Koda Compact, the Koda Concrete, and my favorite, the Koda Float that integrates the house with floating pontoons. Until recently, the housing industry hasn't changed much aside from style trends that come and go. Land is purchased, then every single building material is delivered to the property and put together on site. Think about that for a second. When you buy a car, there's a reason they don't put it together in your garage. I think the inefficiencies of traditional building are one reason so many people have been priced out of the home market. But it is changing. The more I look at new solutions being offered, the more optimistic I get for the entire housing industry. People have realized we have a problem and they're coming up with real solutions at price points that are attainable. From what I've seen so far, I'm a big fan of the Koda House and would be very interested to see one in person. So if anyone hears of one in Canada, please let me know. That's all I've got for today. If you like manufacturing videos, make sure to subscribe to my channel because I've got new ones coming out every single week. Thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next one.